Hi, I'm Craig Rowland, founder of Sandfly Security. In today's demonstration, I'm going to show you how to use Sandfly's agentless drift detection feature to find a malicious backdoor operating on a Linux appliance. Now, Linux appliances and embedded devices are notoriously difficult to monitor, and a lot of times they carry extremely critical information such as working as an edge device, such as a VPN router, network attached storage, and on and on and on. Sandfly is an agentless product, which means we do not leave anything permanently running on the endpoint. So we're able to get onto a lot of these systems and provide monitoring where you can't get to today. For today's demonstration, I'm going to use the Synology system because we have actually had reports from people about finding command and control servers operating on their Synology systems. This obviously is a very big concern. I think it's very important for people to understand that attackers today are not just going after your servers that are up in the cloud. They're going after anything they can get, and getting onto an embedded device or a Linux appliance that has very poor monitoring is a really great place to hide. Now, the Synology system I'm going to demonstrate for you today, I fired up a backdoor on it that was custom written for this box. That means that this malware is not going to be in any signature database anywhere. I disguised it as a command called bioset, and you can see on this system here, this is the Synology system I'm logged into right now. There are a large number of these processes that look like kernel threads that run with that same name. But one of these processes is actually malicious. It's a live backdoor running on this host. Now, the thing is this, Synology has built-in antivirus, and I just ran it and it said, scan completed, no virus is found, your system is safe now. I guarantee you very much that your system is not safe, that their system has a very big problem on it that has been compromised, and a lot of Linux malware is never, ever, ever going to show up in a standard antivirus scan on a Synology system, or even with a Linux-specific antivirus scanner. A lot of these custom malware is just not going to be found. With Sandfly, it's very easy to find with drift detection. What I mean by that is we have profiled the Synology system and said, this is the known good state of this box. And then we could tag all of our other Synology systems with that drift profile. In this case here, I just called the drift profile Synology drift. And at that point, I apply it to that system. And any change that happens to that box, whether it's a new process, a new user, a new kernel module, anything I select, and you can turn all these on and off, it's going to show up as something that's changed. To find our suspicious process here, I'm simply going to go and do this. I'm going to pick the system I want to check. I'm going to hit next. We have some preset modules here, but for today's demonstration, we're just going to use what we call our recon checks, and we're only going to look for processes that are new or different on that system from the drift profile. We're now going to go ahead and hit scan. Sandfly is connecting to the system over SSH. We're performing a quick check of all the processes that are running on that box. And then we're going to take those processes and all that forensic data, and then we're going to bring it back and we're going to do an analysis to see whether or not it's different from what we expect to see on that system in terms of drift or not. And this makes it very, very fast to check a large number of systems to see if anything has been altered. You could do it not only with our automated scheduler, but on demand like I'm doing here today. And there you go. In a few seconds, we actually get our information. And when we go to our results here, I can see instantly that we have one alert. That run alert is for our process list all. And that process list all has identified, of course, our bioset attack. And here we see this bioset process name with PID 24890 is running on this host. It's a drift detection alert because it's not part of what we expected to see. So we know, and that was process ID 24890. If I scroll up here in this long list, we see it right here. And obviously, it's got some qualities to it that would be different if you were carefully looking at it. But if you weren't carefully looking at it, it'd be very, very hard to see what it's doing. So basically, that's Sandfly in a nutshell in terms of our agentless drift detection feature. It's a very powerful way to find any type of unknown or novel malware that might be operating on your systems. And if you're running devices that are not changing a lot, especially, the drift detection feature is very, very powerful and makes it extremely difficult for an attacker to get on that system, launch any type of fileless malware, user modification changes, new SSH keys, anything like that. They have a very, very hard time doing any type of change on that system without Sandfly letting you know. So if you want a free trial of this new feature, I highly recommend checking it out. Go to our website. We have a license that you can use today instantly. Try it out. Let us know what you think. I think you're going to find it's a very powerful and really unique feature. Totally agentless, totally safe, works on all your Linux distributions. Thanks again for watching your video. I'm Craig Rowland, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.